And where is my letter? Yes, let's go ahead and get it done. Let's get her done. Get her done. Looks like I'm live, it says that I'm streaming live. Let me cut it down because it'll be loud and all over the place. Let me see what it sounds like first before I do that. Because I wonder what the music sounds like. Let's get her done. Not too bad. Okay. So let's see. I'm lighting some incense, right? Or incense, some sage. Lighting some sage right now. Let's see here. Okay. Just wanted to start grounding things in because it's been a hectic day. That's why I'm late. I had some issues with Facebook, and then I had the Facebook business people call me. And look, what's that on my lip? Lord, I don't know. It looks like I got it, whatever it was. But I had the Facebook people call me, and I was on the phone with them forever. And I actually told the guy, like, I got a show. I'm gonna miss my own show today. And he let me go. Supposed to call me back tomorrow. But it was you guys, I don't know if you guys notice, the amount of people that I have is way lower than it should be. I think as an astrologer, as a tarot reader, and as a healer. And so I feel like there's something amiss on Facebook, and it there is something going on with my lip right now. I can see it. Mm. I did just put on this weird lipstick. I hope I'm okay, Lord. Be kind to me today. I got to find out where the planets are. So anyway, it's also, like I said, I'm stressed. I'm so stressed right now. But I was on the phone with Facebook about this, and there's been no ads running for Astrology, a look inside. None. And I couldn't understand why. It's not fair. It doesn't make sense. And so I called or demanded to get a call from Facebook, and they called me. So we're going to work it out. One of the things I'm doing is consolidating my business manager and stuff like that. Because, I mean, talk about organic. Everything I've done is completely organic because, excuse me, my Facebook isn't working. Mm. Mm. Excuse me, you guys. I'm obviously having an allergic breakout. So, sorry. I'm just gonna take a Benadryl. I hope I don't get too exhausted during the show, but I think a Benadryl is in order. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Mm. I just figured it out what it is. So yesterday I just started, and I can't show you this patch. I don't know if you can see. There's like a little spot, like a little square where the patch was yesterday. I don't know if you can see that. It left like a little thing there. Let me see it. I can't get it in. I can't get it in. But anyway, I started on this new program to improve my health and for weight loss and for, um, you know, joint health and all of that. I've not said anything about it, but if it works and I start to feel better and look better, I'm definitely going to talk about it. But I just got a notice from the girl who got me involved in this, and she had said that there's a major point where you start to detox, and that there's all types of things that happen, like your kidneys start draining, your gallbladder is draining. So there could be like skin eruptions, and look, my lip is erupting. Oh, the Benadryl takes care of that. But there was just like this whole list of things that you could probably expect a week or so after, when you're detoxing. And I can tell you, I don't really take a lot of medication. So, or vitamins and stuff. Like, this is new. I haven't done, I don't. So, I'm sure I got a lot of detoxing. I'm sure I do. I mean, you think I lost 300 pounds, right? And I didn't detox. I didn't go to a fat farm. I didn't get a lap band or gastric or anything. I just danced. So I'm sure there's all kind of stuff in there that's happening that needs to come out. And so I probably look any old way. Just hope I can get back to myself. My thing is, don't make me unpretty, because I think I'm kind of pretty right now, and I don't want to look. My thing is, I think subconsciously that is one of the things that scares me. Have you ever seen women, and they're good enough? I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, right? And then they go and they get like they lose a lot of weight, and they don't look that great after that. I'm just saying, some that happens. And so I'm really hoping that doesn't happen to me, because my age, maintaining at this age is not an easy thing. And so it kind of is a little frightening. Yeah, it's a little frightening at this age, because I don't want to have a good thing. My skin looks good and my body feels pretty halfway good. And so I'm hoping I improve, uh, and don't get worse, because that's upsetting. I don't want to go downhill. I've been really good about avoiding that. Okay, so here's the thing. I want to do something special tonight. I want to do a special healing of some kind. And I think the reason I want to do that is that I really want to go into the heart of creation tonight. I really want to ground myself tonight. Like I said, I've been through a little bit with like whatever was going on with Facebook today. And it's stressful when stuff like that happens. It affects you. So I really want to pull out of that, um, out of that. Um, yeah, definitely want to pull out of that. So I'm just opening a couple of things that that I can do them there. So let's see. Let me open up something else here. Give me a second. Okay, open this one. And, and so here we go. All right, so I'm going to just do a little bit of healing if I can. I feel like I personally need healing. I also feel like the situation in our society in general right now, I just sense that whatever I can do to bring light of any kind right now is good. It's good. So just taking a minute or two to ground and connect and center yourself in your heart. I'm getting prepared here. So I am okay. Okay. Got my crystals and got everything here. So one of the things I just want you to do is first I'll just explain, you guys. I don't know how many of you have been following me or do follow me, but as some of you might know, I'm in a certification to become a sacred light, a sacred soul light healer. And I'm, of course, you guys, I get to practice on you because I already have an astrology thing that I do. So what I'm going to do is just kind of bring a little bit of positive and light here before I get started. And I want you, if you're listening, to just concentrate on, is there any trauma or emotional pain or blocks or struggle that you might have or feel? And I would just think to focus on that for a second. And just taking a few deep breaths. So take a deep breath and close your eyes. Centering yourself in your heart, taking a moment to call back all of your awareness, all parts and aspects of you. Begin to breathe slowly and deeply in and out of your heart. Imagining that you can breathe from your heart. Now imagine that all around you are particles of light, sparks of light. These may be golden light or white light. This is pure source energy. This is part of who you are. Allow these particles of light to begin to merge into your body, filling your heart and filling every cell and molecule of your body. Breathing this light into your body, gathering this source energy into the center of your heart, forming a beautiful ball of light. Now imagine that from the light in the center of your heart is a golden cord. Send this golden cord down from your heart into the earth, going through all the layers of the earth until you come to the crystalline core of Gaia. where you will see, feel, or imagine a warm golden light. This is the heart chakra of Gaia. Connect your golden cord into the heart of Gaia, feeling the heart-to-heart connection between your heart and the heart of Gaia. And begin to draw the unconditional love and support there back up through your cord into your Earth Star chakra, about 12 inches below your feet, into your feet, up your legs, into your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, into your heart, seeing your heart expand. Send a beam of light up from your heart, pulling that golden light from Gaia up with you as you travel through your high heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown, up into your soul star chakra, which is about 12 inches above your head. Sending your beam of light up, 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 and connecting in with your higher self, calling forward your I am presence, your divine creator self, connecting this beam of light from your heart into the heart of your higher self. Now send your beam of light up, 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 all the way past the universe, past the multiverse, out as far as you can travel until you reach the beautiful iridescent light of the heart of creation. This is the energy of all that is. This is pure creation energy. Now connect your beam of light into the heart of creation. Anchor it in there and allow yourself to soak in all that pure energy of all that is. Feeling the heart-to-heart connection between your heart and the heart of Creator. Begin to pull that iridescent light down your beam of light into your soul star chakra, into your crown chakra, into your third eye, your throat, your heart, seeing your heart expand, allowing this beautiful iridescent light flow into your heart, merging with the golden light from Gaia and the pink light of love from your own heart, creating a beautiful iridescent rose gold light. Allowing this light to fill every cell of your body, expanding this light out beyond your physical body, up going out 12 feet in all directions, forming a beautiful ball of iridescent rose gold light that you are in the center of. Now witnessing a space in the earth opening up for this ball of light with you inside to drop down, dropping all the way down into the heart of Gaia. Anchor yourself in there, feeling the heart-to-heart connection between your heart and the heart of Gaia, and your heart and the heart of Creator. Now take a deep breath. And center yourself in the most sacred space of your heart. Wow, that feels so much better. I always feel so much better when I go into the heart of creation. So I'm going to light a little bit more incense here. Just calling in the alignment to white seamless suit attunement. So I think what I'll do is a couple of things, but before I do it, I'll just explain what these are so you can understand. I'm going to probably do a couple of sacred light belief healings, and they are healing and dissolving the beliefs themselves, other limiting energies that might be supporting or connected to the beliefs, being cleared, such as thought forms, emotions, shock, and trauma. It also resolves any oaths, vows, and contracts that are holding these belief patterns in place, including curse and hex energies, entities, and implants that may be connected to or supporting the beliefs. It goes into clearing all of these from all timelines, dimensions, and realities where we have been limited by these patterns. Back to the point of origin, creation, from the DNA and ancestry, from every cell of the body, from all parts and aspects of our being, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. This healing is also resolving and reweaving all of this in the Akashic records and replacing all that has been dissolved with Creator's unconditional love. So, I'm not going to go through all of it, but I will just say, I like to activate a couple of things. It's releasing some vows and oaths and contracts and obligations. This alignment will gently release all oaths, vows, contracts, or obligations that are blocking your full abilities that you took this lifetime, previous lifetimes, or timelines that you inherited in your DNA. So, in divine love and light, or in a sacred light belief healing, Creator change it. Let's see. Just thought I would clear us of a couple of belief healings. Some people have been feeling really not safe. They're not feeling safe in their bodies because of situations. And so I want to remove some of those. And some have felt a lot of responsibility to personally heal or take on the responsibilities almost of the things that are occurring around us. And so I want to, get rid of that a little. So, it is not safe to be in my body or on this planet, or I don't belong here, or I'm a victim, or I must carry the weight of the world on my shoulders, or I alone am responsible to heal, save, or help the world. Anything like that. That's what we want to get rid of. So in divine love and light, run a sacred light belief healing, create or change it. I just felt like we needed to get rid of that. So I feel a little bit better just knowing just doing that. But I want to bring in something a little bit positive too. I know what it feels like to be protected. I know what it feels like to be awake, conscious, and more aware than ever before. I fully embrace and understand the truth of myself and who I am. I know how to be my authentic self at all times and in all situations. I know what it feels to stand in my truth and my divine power. I know what it feels like to take care of myself. I know what it feels like to be my highest and best self. So, let's see here. Let me make sure I have that. So, in divine love and light, run a sacred light intention healing. Create or change it. So, I hope that helps whoever hears this healing this evening. Just a few things, a few, just to share, just to lighten the load if I can. So I want to talk about where the planets are, and I'm going to do that in just a second. I just want to ground everything in that we just discussed in the 12th dimensional grid system. I just want to ground everything in so that everyone gets that, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to shut that down here. And then let's see, one of the other things I'm going to do is prepare here for your readings. Okay, so we've got that. So let's see. I don't see anyone here tonight, but it looks like someone has been by because I've got a couple of likes down there. But I'm going to open up where the planets are right now and just see what's going on. And before I do that, I'm just briefly going to step away. And I hope no one gets afraid that I do that. But I do have to run and to the ladies. I am on that little diet thing I told you about, so I'll be right back, okay? So just give me, a couple of seconds, if you will, and I'll be right back and we'll restart. We'll start with the astrology portion of what I'm doing here today. Okay, okay. All right, 1 second. Okay, so I can get going, you guys. Thank you for your patience. I am back. Like Arnold. I'll be back. And I came back. Okay, so, uh-oh. You guys can, I'm sorry, but it was hot here today. And this is just the way I roll when it's that hot. So sorry about that. Before I get started on anything, I also like to point out that Mama does sell these earrings on her website at fiercefindfab.com. And you guys are invited to get said earrings. I'm not sure if I posted these yet. So you might have to just email me at astrologylookInside@gmail.com. If you want to get these, you guys, these are only $15. Want to get these? You can do so by getting in touch with me at astrologylookInside.com. And you can't really tell because it's so light, but these are super blinged out. Like the amount of crystals or rhinestones they use is over the top. They're like a superstar. Okay, so just so that you know. Okay, so let's get going. Where the planets are. So this, I've been, I don't know if you guys can see my little face is a little chunky, but I'm glad I'm on a little diet, and I'm glad I'm making a life change because, the moon has been in Taurus. My moon is in Taurus. It's in my 4th house. That changes endings. So maybe I ending my old bad ways. The moon happens to be at 29 degrees of Taurus right now, which means it's moving into Gemini, going into my 5th house soon. And Gemini is a whole different flavor. By the time I finish this show, it'll be at 0 degrees of Gemini. I'm sure of it. So, we're right there at the precipice of Gemini. And Gemini is a very unique place to have the moon, because the moon is a naturally feeling, emotion oriented planet or luminary. That's what this luminary brings, is emotion, compassion, caring, nurturing. It's almost like feeding someone, like a mother would care for a child, the way someone cares for their pet. That's the moon in its essence. But when it's in Gemini, it's different. It's because Gemini is an air sign. It's also human, but very mercurial. Mercury rules it. So it's thinking all the time. It doesn't like living in its heart. And that's what the moon does. It asks you, it begs you to live in your heart. And so Gemini and the moon don't get along that well. They're at odds. One's thinking with the head, one's thinking with the heart. And of course, Gemini in and of itself, rules, duality. So there is a lot of duality when the moon is in Gemini. It's not being certain, unsure, possibly even insincerity. It's possible. Some Gemini moons will lie because the truth is too ugly. They don't want to cause trouble. Some just don't want to cause trouble. Gems are like that. They don't want to. They'll avoid it if they have to. It's true. So you might find that some people are emotionally sensitive, cry easy even. Gemini also rules nerves, rashes, nervous tics. So you might even develop some of that during the moon in Gemini, especially if you have moon in Gemini, especially if it's like in your sixth house. Wait, I've got Gemini in my sixth house too. It's going to be the last few days. I better stay on those Benadryls. Good thing I took it because I'm itching right now on my back. So, yeah, I have my progress moon in Gemini in the sixth house. I'm actually preaching to myself right now. Anyway, the moon is at 24 degrees of Cancer, and so they are sextile. That's a very good thing. You know, it's a nice little sextile. They're both luminary, so 5 degrees is definitely allowed. Mercury, and it, by the way, that just means everything is copacetic, things will flow. Mercury is at 6 degrees of Cancer, and it is technically not making any major aspects to anything. But if you want to do a wide aspect, it would have a wide aspect to Chiron, because first of all, Chiron's retrograding, going towards 6 degrees, not separating. And therefore, there is that square between Mercury and Chiron. That again is more of that thinking instead of feeling, because Chiron is very emotional. In fact, when I'm doing a horoscope, if I want to know where the person cries, I look for Chiron. When I find Chiron, I know what that person worries about and cries about all the time. I can give you an example. I have Chiron in the second house. Most people think I'm rich. I know how to be rich. I do what everybody else does to be rich. But it doesn't work. Like that Chiron is sitting on my Jupiter in the second house in Pisces. Now, conversely, I have Pluto and Virgo in the 8th house and Uranus. Maybe it'll be sudden wealth that comes out of the blue. But Mercury square Chiron, I don't like it. It's the inability to think about what pains us, to think about what hurts us, to talk about the pain, to talk about the hurt, to talk about the wound. That square is like, nope, I'm not talking about that. I'm leaving. You know, it's closed offness. Mercury in Cancer is emotional, and it wants to be emotional. But I don't know how much it'll want to be emotional with that Chiron Aries retrograding. It might be more of a battle than a discussion. So let's move on to Venus. And I was looking at Venus too, Venus sextiles that, trines that Chiron. Now, Venus, conversely, in the trine to Chiron, although it's separating, that's actually good for discussing love, romance. So I hope people had a chance to do that. Mars and Chiron are exactly conjunct. Yeah. Give or take a few minutes. And Mars conjunct Chiron means a lot of people have been dealing with their wounds, actively dealing with what hurts them, actively dealing with what causes them pain, what makes them cry. The thing that's a wound in their heart that's never been fixed. A lot of people have been dealing with that. You might be dealing with that now. So just be aware of it. Jupiter at 22 degrees of Capricorn. I mean, 22 degrees is a master number, but and it's retrograding. I'm upset because it's pretty much on my ascendant almost, which is at almost 18 degrees. It's 1750 something. I'm not happy. I mean, it is Jupiter, and the closer it gets to my ascendant, the more it's going to have to pull from that. But one of the things it is, that I look in my double chin, I gained weight during Jupiter and Venus in my first house. My progressed Venus is there too, and it's upsetting. So I'm not going to whine anymore, but that Jupiter is technically sextile Neptune, which is it's retrograding too. It's 20 degrees and 41 minutes, 49 minutes of Pisces. So they're less than 2 degrees apart. And that's interesting. It's, Jupiter and Neptune are two completely different mindsets. Jupiter, they both are, by the way, involved with Pisces because the co-ruler of, or lower octave of, in Pisces is Jupiter. And some think that it is its ruler. I mean, there's Neptune, but then there's Jupiter. So I think the two of them connecting has been very confusing for a lot of people over this year. They've connected back and forth several times in the sextile. And there's positive and there's negative to that. Just know. Because it's lies and confusion. And a lot of, people just don't know the truth. They really don't. They're making it up as they go. Pluto's at 23 degrees of Capricorn, and it's also retrograding. And it too is conjunct. This one is conjunct Jupiter in Capricorn. Not as close as it was earlier, but still a conjunction. It's just adding fuel to the fire, that's all. There's so much happening around 22, 23 degrees of Capricorn. So the thing about that, Pluto retrograde in general, I think a lot of people have been pulling back on their power for a minute, or things might become overwhelming and you might be required to exercise more power. That also is overwhelming for a lot of people. So yeah. The true node's at 28 degrees of Gemini. I mentioned, I think the other day, it's in conjunct with Saturn at 28 degrees of Capricorn. And that just by way of in conjunction makes it a very creative, unique time where something new, exciting, out of the blue can come to the forefront because of the creativity that exists right now. So anyway, I just wanted to share these things. This is what I do. I am an astrologer, so I like to come every week and just talk about it, right? Just talk about it and get the word out about what's going on. So I hope that resonated with some people. Or you're prepared for it, I guess, not resonated, but that you're prepared for this, that, some of this you might be feeling, and maybe that's what I meant. You might be actually feeling that. I also want to tell people I took a Benadryl at the beginning of the show, and I kid you not, I am feeling said Benadryl. So I hope I don't get too loopy. There's not a lot of people out there right now, so that's good, because then I could actually shut this down without it being a problem, because I just wanted to get to the basics. I wanted to record the Heart of Creation again and do a few alignments for overall, and just the basics, you guys. And I really, I hate to say it, but I don't even think I have enough energy to do lives. There is a Diago Severio that was out there. Hi, Diago. Hi, Diago. I don't know if you wanted me to do a reading, but you better catch me now and say yes or no, because if not, I am actually going to beg off early and go get me some shut-eye because, well, I took a Benadryl, and a Benadryl is crazy. I tell you what I'll do. Just because it's just rude to go without doing one reading at least. But I really don't think I've got enough energy. I really don't. The Benadryl is kicking in big time. I'm actually getting sleepy. I was going to run, just do a card. Let me just see if I got enough energy to just do one. One at least. This is funny to see someone trying to operate on a Benadryl. Anyone who's taken Benadryl knows how difficult this is. It's like a major feat that I'm doing right now. My eyes are looking loopy. I can see that. I guess it's to be expected in this situation. Wow, I can really feel it. So I think I'm going to pull one sign out and do it. And I'm like, Divine Spirit, lead me to the card or the sign I'm going to do. And what is the message you want me to share with this sign? Really clearly. I really believe the sign is Capricorn. So I'm going to do Capricorn. I can tell you that a 10 of staffs came out sideways. That's already down on the board. Wants to be upright though. So let's do this quickly because I'm exhausted already. Divine Spirit, show me clearly the message you have here. Show me clearly the message you have for the sign of Capricorn. Show me, what is that special message you have for Capricorn? Oh, show me. Wow. What else would you like me to share with the sign? Oh, anything else? Oh, okay. Oh, show me clearly. Is that it? Because that was a lot. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Is that the last card? Because that was a lot of cards. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Okay. So I got a big message for you, Cap. I can see whatever this is. Like I said, the 10 of staffs was first out there. And then I got some other messages that came right through. Wow, it's all about the Benjamins. Oh yeah, things are changing too. Mm-hmm. So I just laying this down, holding on to my magic crystal, praying I got enough energy to do you justice, my brothers and sisters born Capricorn, since I am myself a double Capricorn. You know, I feel a special need to do this reading tonight. So as I mentioned, the first card, it literally popped out of my hand, was the 10 of staffs. You know, the 10 of staffs is one of those cards that shows you work, 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 work. And you may not feel that you've gotten everything back from all the work, 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 work. Like, it can be really debilitating to think other people work, work, and they get something from it. But you work, 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 and you might not be getting what you feel like you should get. The good thing about it is if you look at this card, no matter what, this man has amassed all those staffs. So he's working and he's getting ahead. He's just not feeling that he's benefiting the way he wants. But then you were crossed by the Two of Cups. My goodness. The Two of Cups, that's a beautiful card. It really is. This is friendship. It's a union, a new relationship either, or just a current one. It's sympathy. It's a good time for any friendship. It's relating to feelings that one has. It's about love. And then you were, you know, topped by the Ten of Coins. So here we go with another 10. This time, the 10 of Coins. So this is usually a sign of like emotional stability. I mean, the wife, the child, the pet, they're happy. They're in their own, state of bliss, and they've got money. It's a very good card. And then there's the Six of Coins. This shows the more you give, the more you get, Capricorn. So give to get. The more you give, the more that's coming back to you. And I feel like sometimes we forget that we have to give to get. And that's where the big mistake comes in, right? Because we have to give in order to get. And this is really the most important message, I think, of this card. Oh, I skipped one. I skipped this one. This is major. You got the King of Coins. This is a major card. This is a very powerful king, a male, most likely a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. It could be you in your own reading, Capricorn. But this is about the money. This king is all about the money, all about it. And then it was topped by, then we had to give to get. And I think some of you Caps might be hermiting out, doing things yourself, doing things alone, being your own boss, setting your own, pace. And then you got the Page of Swords. This could be a message, but this is like a little military page. He's ready to fight. He's ready to strategize. I'm going to see if I can pick up any other information about this page, but I really don't. Well, this is what it says. This is bad news, lack of ideas, lack of planning, lack of defense, as a player, you might be paranoid, got the head in the clouds, sarcastic, malicious, gossip, being blunt. You might be a dimwit, speaking out, delinquent. This is not great. And then we had the Page of Staffs. This is a more educated, debonair type of page. They're both telling us about messages coming in. And whatever you do, you're being cautioned to hold on to your money. You see how he is holding on to that money. That's what you need to do. Your hands, your feet, everything, hold on to the money. Because you're taking a turn. Things are changing in your life. You're moving away from where you are now to something new, something different, maybe even a new location. And you got several additional cards in your reading. I want to share those with you, Capricorn. The first is the High Priestess. You probably subconsciously know everything that needs to be known in this situation. It's just part of who you are. Very wise, discerning, knowledgeable about things like that. Okay. And that's you, the High Priestess is showing up here. So I was trying to see what it says for the High Priestess, and the words it uses are intelligence, spiritual, wisdom, clarity, understanding, science, education. It's a symbol of intuition, creation, and understanding. It's a deep knowledge that can talk about a woman who will help, you fix your problem. You take a step or take the advice or help from a woman if offered. This person needs to be calm and wise, and the success is waiting for you. Wow. Then you got a five of staves. There might have been some fighting, arguing, some competition over something. But I see that if you take the traditional route, maybe even listening to a Taurus, you might get the answer you seek. I mean, it could be, this could be about tradition. This could, really be about that. But let me just see if I got any other. This just says it's about marriages and commitment, traditions, good advice. Even though there was fighting, it said good advice, forgiveness of the past transgressions. I think you might have been worried over some things because you got the four cup. This is a part of worry. And again, I'm sensing strategy, someone who's been in battle or someone sees things as being in a battle. This is the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords. And it too behaves like it's in battle. This is an open fight, a quarrel, a scandal. It's better to restrain your aggression, but you got the King of Swords as the ending card, and I just sense there might be some aggression, anger, aggression. This is a very powerful person. It could be a very powerful man, but just powerful. Okay, and just know that. So I'm going to take these apart like I like to do, see if there's any hidden meanings that I didn't get in the main reading. If I missed anything, because that's easy to do. So the first thing I just want to point out, we have two fours and two tens. Okay, so just so that you know, and no aces at all. Also no queens. Look at that. We got two kings, one with money and one with that cutting energy. That the King of Swords sometimes is a man that's talking behind your back. You got two knights and two pages. Man talking behind your back. Okay, so here's what the major arcana says. It's okay to do things alone and be by yourself, the hermit. Take time to do stuff, but do it alone. It's okay. Because you have that knowledge, that internal wisdom that you need to make the right decision anyway. And whatever you do, it'll probably go to traditional route. You'll make a firm executive decision, and you'll have the support of, those that are more established. Okay. So anyway, this has been my reading for you, Capricorn. I'm way too zonked out on Benadryl to go any further, people. I'm so sorry, but maybe on Saturday I will try again. All right. So much love, much light, many blessings to everyone and anyone who has watched the show tonight. And I'll be back on Saturday. Okay. Okay.